Like, I was always in fights. It was like suicidal thoughts, So we must just learn to accept ourselves, like having sleepless nights. So one thing that we must ask ourselves is that, like, how to deal with it, how to deal with anxiety in my early 20s. Hey Peace fam, welcome to my YouTube channel. To those of you who are new here, I go by the name of Carol. Peace. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because why not? And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, baby. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about everything mental health, everything anxiety, and everything depression. Like, it's all about anxiety. So I wrote everything down, guys, so that I cannot like forget the other points, that are important. So let's not waste any time and get into today's video. Peace. So guys, before we can start, I want to tell you that I'm not a professional doctor, I'm not a qualified psychiatrist, I'm not a qualified psychology or occupational therapy, like you name them. The things that I'm going to tell you, like, it's my personal perspective, my personal opinions, and I did a little bit of research just to spice things up. But everything that I'll be telling you here, it's about me and nobody else but me. So yeah guys, let's not waste any time. I want first to define what is anxiety. So according to my own definition, I think anxiety is a mental condition or disorder in which, like, a person can respond to certain situation, like different situation, in fear, like having fear, whether it might be school, work, job. Oh, work, job, it's the same thing. Yeah, whether it can be school, money, family problems, anything. So as I'm a young 22-year-old, like, I'm in my early 20s. So as I'm young at this age, I'm still learning things, differently. And like, in this age, it's wherever you realize that you are a young adult. You are almost an adult. You're having stress about the future, about the money, about family problems, like things you can now realize. It's not like when you are young, when things happen at home, you can't see them. Now that we are old, we can realize things when they happen at our homes, and it affects us mentally, yeah. So in my own definition, like, I can summarize, I think anxiety is having fear in everything that you do. So at this point in my life, I'm having fear with my future, because, like, school has been like a lot, guys. It's not easy. Like, it's not easy, guys. Studying is not easy. It's not easy, and, like, period. Like, it's not easy, and if nobody can change it. So I think, like, there are different things that we can do, and lots of things that we can do to avoid anxiety, because it's a mental condition disorder. Yes, you might take anxiety as a smaller thing, but it's not a smaller thing, guys. It's a really big thing, because it affects your brain, your mind, your heart. That is why, if, like, it continues in a longer run, you must see a qualified doctor, a psychiatrist, psychologist, occupational therapy, or counselor, and whatsoever. So I want to like mention the causes of anxiety, like, with my own opinions, guys. Don't forget that. Yeah, I want to, like, name the causes of anxiety. For my own point of view, like, the causes of anxiety, it might be bullying, like being bullied at school or at work or wherever. Because, like, okay, I'm gonna make example about me. I was bullied, guys, a lot. I was bullied a lot. In high school, in primary, I was bullied. So in primary, it happened like I was always in fights. Like I was always trying my best to fight for myself. So in primary school, yeah, I was bullied, even in high school. But I want to start with the primary. Like I was always protecting myself. Like I was everyone, like anyone who is saying something, I was sensitive. Even if it's not that bad, I will beat that child because I was bullied. So I was trying all my best, like to do my best, like, you know, people to fear me and not bully me. It's not easy to be bullied, guys. It's not easy to be bullied. And if I can tell you, I was bullied with my skin color, you guys won't believe. I was bullied with my skin color. Like, I don't know, but they were teasing me about my color, about my teeth, about my eyes. Like, guys, yeah, just imagine. So it's not easy to be bullied. So, and it's not easy to go through that. I'm not saying I'm a professional, I'm a good experience, but I once experienced bullying, and it's not easy to go through bullying. Like other kids, you may see other kids thinking of like killing themselves, like suicidal thoughts, those things don't just come. They come because at school they are bullied. I was laughed, so I was trying my best to always protect myself. Like, I was even beating boys. Like, you can imagine, my mother was always at school to solve my problems of fighting, and that was so that was so bad. That was so bad. Even like someone reminds me, yo, who did wrong? You remember when you were young, you were beating other kids? And I'm like, oh, please don't remind me of that, because that was the worst thing of my life. I was trying to protect myself. There was nothing that I can do. It's not like I was bossy or whatever. Like, I was being bullied, I was being teased, laughed, I was a joke. So I was trying my best to do my best. So in high school also, I was matured. Like, I matured, I was a teenager. So it happened like when they teased me, I was like, I would cry at home. Yeah, when I get home, I would cry and just, like be deep in it, like feel like, yo, I'm not good enough. But still, like, I survived. Here I am now. I should have killed myself, and I shouldn't be here recording a YouTube video. So I want to tell you guys that you must still like try. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy. I had an experience. It's not easy to being bullied. So it's another cause of anxiety, because you may think, like, you may have a low self-esteem. Like, okay, it's Bani, like, they're laughing at me, my skin color, like, I'm too black, I should have bleached myself. Imagine this beautiful face. Honey, no, I'm too beautiful for that. Imagine, I should have bleached myself. I should have been a yellow bone right now. Like, and that's not, like, I just accepted myself that there's nothing that I can change. I was born like this. This is my dad's color, my father's color, because my mom is so yellow. My mom is so white, guys. So there's nothing that I could do at that point. So I would cry when I'm at home, just lay in bed, feel like, what, I'm not good enough, having a low self-esteem. I was starting to hate myself, but still I survived through prayer, through believing in myself, and here we are now. So yeah, guys, anxiety can be caused by so many things, even like having pressure on your work. It might be a school work or like a job, being pressure. You feel like, this thing, I can never do it. You have certain deadlines to meet, but you can't meet at the same time, because there's a lot that thing causes anxiety, and anxiety causes depression. So you must learn to take like one step at a time, and learn to like accept yourself the way you are. Like, we are not robots, guys. We are not machines. We are not magics. We are human beings. We must learn that, like, nobody's perfect. And even if you can be even someone who is going through the best of his or her life, they also have insecure moments, and it's normal, guys. Having anxiety, it's normal. Like, it's normal, like having fears, feeling that your heart is beating like quick, like you want to do something, but you cannot do it, yeah. So another cause of anxiety, it might be like growing up like in a bad situation. I don't know how could I explain this, but being abused, like, you know, growing up being abused, having like a bad background. So that could cause anxiety when you grow up, because those things will haunt you and affect you. So you must always learn to accept things the way they are, and start building so that the future becomes better, instead of like letting your previous experience or your past determine you or describe you. So yeah, so we must just learn to accept ourselves, not like being insecure. It's okay, but okay, also anxiety can push you to do like better things, you know, because you are afraid to lose something. Like you're afraid to fail at school, then you're gonna study. Being afraid to do something is gonna push you to do something. But also, if it doesn't heal, and you are like, it gets in like too much, you're having heartbeat, you're sweating, like, you know, like there's a lot in jail, then you must know that this thing is getting serious. Now I must take a step, you know. So yeah, guys, I'm also gonna like tell you about like the symptoms. How can you see that someone is having an anxiety? According to me, I think someone who has anxiety, you can see them like having sleepless nights, or sleeping over, like sleeping always, almost like sleeping as always, because this person is so lonely and is afraid to lose something, or is afraid to do something, you know. I also think like panicking, feeling nervous, like scared or tense about something. Like you feel like, yo, like I cannot do this, you know. Like you feel intense, you cannot even concentrate in your work, in class. You just lose concentration in jail, because you are so afraid. And guys, let me tell you this, I'm one of those people. I'm suffering from anxiety. That's why I recorded this video. So I'm going to tell you about my experience with anxiety. I'm that person who is like, when I'm like afraid or I'm having that anxiety, like I can't concentrate, I will go to the campus and just like sit like and do nothing. I cannot hear what the lecturer is saying. I will see other students raising their hands, asking questions, and I'm so lost, because I'm thinking lots of things in my mind, and which is wrong, because that thing will also will also affect me, affect my performance, affect me mentally, affect me like emotionally, you know. So I think like we must, you know, grow internally. You must learn to grow and accept things, learn to accept things, pray, you know, like have a strong spiritual connection with God. Then I think you can, you know, you can survive in everything. Like, you know, I'm not saying like in just one day you're gonna heal from anxiety or depression. It's not like that. It takes time, yes, and it's normal. Like it's normal, it's a normal thing to like, when you have insecure moments, to be afraid, to have depression, like it's normal. But if you see like you end up having suicidal thoughts, like this thing is getting too deep to such an extent that you can't even talk to anyone, then you must know that you must, you know, you must get help. Yeah, you must get help. So one thing that we must ask ourselves is that, like, how to deal with it, how to deal with anxiety in my early 20s. So I'm gonna, like, obviously I'm gonna like say, as I told you guys, I'm gonna say like the things that are working for me, because according to the research is telling me that you must stay away from your phone, stay away from reading books, and concentrate on yourself. So for me, like my anxiety, it will never work, because my phone is my priority. That's the first thing. So if I'm going through that, like I'm going down like that, like I'm facing anxiety and depression as well as like that, and like a psychology is telling me to leave my phone, like I will feel so worse, because when I'm holding my phone, I can, you know, I can Google, I can research, I can play games. Games can distract your mind from thinking that, like, whatever the thing that is stressing you. I can interact with other people on social media. I can post on Instagram, Facebook, you know, WhatsApp, talk to people, talk to friends, you know, make voice notes. So, you know, like you must interact with other people so that you can distract your mind from thinking that. So for me personally, I think you must to deal with anxiety in your early 20s, you must like, okay, I'm not saying you must be on your phone 24/7, but at least do something that will make you forget about what you are going through. What I'm saying is like play a game, as like for an example, for me, I have a game that I downloaded, Lumosity. I will show like the video. I'll play the video here. So Lumosity is a game that helps like your brain to concentrate, intelligence, and whatsoever. Like it trains your brain, you understand? So I can say it exercises your brain, that game. Like it's not just a game, but it's a game that exercises your brain. I just got to Play Store and I googled the best game to train your mind so that you can easily concentrate in class and perform well. So I use Lumosity. Also, like reading books, like it can help. Reading a book that will motivate you. Like I'm not that person, guys. I don't like reading books. I hate reading. That's why I hate studying. That's why I feel pressure when I have to like write exams and whatsoever. But I want to start to be committed to myself as I grow up, as I'm on my early 20s. I want to change my routines and I want to buy a book that will motivate me. I've been searching for books like online, but I don't want to like read with my phone. I want to read it like a book, you know. So I will try to search for other books. I want a book that will motivate me. Like I was reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Like it's a book that motivates you about money, but it's also like a negative book, because I think it tells you that you can never be rich if you go to school. You can be rich if you don't go to school, like just by doing anything. So I think in that way it is discouraging. It is encouraging, and at some point it is discouraging. So yeah, I want a book that will motivate me, like you know, a woman who was going through a lot, but now she made it, she's a billionaire. You know, I want to read like those things so that I can get motivated. You know what, Carol, even if you're going through the worst and the baddest, but one day you're gonna be okay, you know. So yeah, I think reading book, you know, socializing, like playing games, you know, going out on a date also, it also helps. But also like going out, it requires money, obviously, and we are broke. Some of us, we are not working, like, you know. So I think like just bathing, doing your makeup, feeling good, smelling good, you know, pour your perfume, just feel good, and go to the mall and, you know, just sit there, buy some ice cream, take pictures, do boomerang of your ice cream, post it, you know, use the Wi-Fi of the mall, then you come back. Like for me, I think that's a therapy. Like it helps a lot, guys. It helps a lot, because like it's not as always whereby you can be held by massages. Massages are expensive, you know. But also, if you do have the time and the financial stability allows you, then why not, you know. So also like doing like activities like swimming, exercising, getting enough sleep, guys. Getting enough sleep is also important. And also, according to my research, they are saying that you must leave alcohol, drugs, and caffeine. I know, like at this age that we are into, most of us, like we feel like it is better for us to use alcohol and drugs also, and caffeine, to feel better. Like for me, when I was writing exams, I was drinking energy drinks, energy pills, energy chocolates like nobody's business. And which is like, I had migraines, painful headaches, guys. I was drinking, like some other day, I remember I almost fainted. I almost fainted, the way like it was that bad, because I don't want to sleep. I have to study. You see, like anxiety is the most, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna fail and I'm gonna feel like I'm a loser. You understand? So I must keep myself awake. I'm drinking these caffeines. I'm putting too much, like I was drinking coffee, I think 4 times a day, just for me to be awake so that I can study and finish some certain modules and chapters so that I can, you know, and which is wrong. So I think like staying away from caffeines, drinking a lot of water, guys. One thing about me, I will drink water, but sometimes I do not drink water. Like I'll be like, I'm living this healthy life. I'm eating junk food because I get fat and which is wrong. So sometimes I try to push myself. Also, the people that I watch on YouTube, on Instagram, like other influencers who influences me, like I will adapt to that. You know, like you can do like so many things that will motivate you. So I watch these people who are like living those life, even if you can't afford. So what I would do, I would wake up, fix my bed, wear a waist trainer, take skipping, you know, do some exercises. Like that will, like my day, I will feel like, yo, I've achieved something. Like imagine, you can imagine just doing skipping and exercises, drinking water. Like I will feel like, yo, at least I've done something. And let me show you guys, even right now I'm drinking lemon water. I'm trying to be consistent with my well-being, guys, because I care about my well-being. If you don't care about your well-being, like meaning you don't wanna, you know, live longer, in terms of, because anxiety and depression causes hypertension, which is like diabetes, your high blood pressures, like those things, you know. So if you are committed on your well-being, you are avoiding such things, you know. Yeah, so I think personally, doing those things, starting a routine, journaling, like writing your goals, those things are important. I know it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but Linda, like I'm not perfect, but I'm still trying to be my best so that I can get the best. So waking up, doing exercises, journaling, writing down my goals, you know, I will get into my phone's app notes and write down my goals, what I want, what I believe, you know, what I wish. And also, guys, I've started okay, I have a Bible, ne? I'm reading the Bible every day. They send me the daily quotes, ne? But right now I am so committed in reading the Bible to such an extent that like I want to have a strong connection, a strong bond with God, so that I can experience him, his mercy, his love. Because sometimes when you're going through a lot, you think like God doesn't exist. I know it's normal. I'm also one of those people. I will feel like, you know what, I'm done with this praying thing. There's no way God will leave me like this. Mind you, guys, like I'm also having like trauma, ne? I'm also having trauma. In 2019, I've lost my two sisters. Like this week, we were at the funeral, like of my first, like we are four girls, ne? We are four girls, so the firstborn was sick, so we were at her funeral. The other week, we buried this one, the second born. So now I'm left with my sister. You guys know her. I'm left with my sister. We're only two girls. Imagine, like, the same month, I lost two sisters the same month. So this, like, that also affects me very bad, to such an extent, like, I can see even my parents, it affects them because it's their child, you know. So those things may affect me as a young adult, because I can realize. And mind you, like my sister, the second born, she left her child when the child was 6 months old. You guys saw her on this channel in that other vlog when I bought her a bag. So yeah, guys, her mom left her when she was 6 months. So, you know, seeing that, imagining that, when we show her pictures, she's like, where is she? When is she gonna come back? Like those things, yo, hit so bad, guys. I could cry and like ask Lord, like, Lord, why did you like make this thing like this? It's so painful, guys. Like I may act very strong, but it's so painful. Like healing from death, guys, it's not an easy thing. It affects me a lot. So after the funerals, we got into counseling every Tuesday, but also I don't think it helped us, but as people, I think we heal differently. So yeah, for us, like my family, we are not healed 100%. I cannot say the counseling didn't help us. It did help us, but then it made us better. But like, you know, it's not healed like 100%, I can say. So as for me, at that time, I was feeling like there's no way Lord can take a mother when he sees that like she has a child, a small child that she must raise, you know. Mind you, it was her firstborn. She must, you know, enjoy her first motherhood in Tontoni. Like God just took her and left the child. So I was crying and I was like, yo, I will no more praying this Lord. I was like, guys, I was so angry. I was in pain. But okay, it is what it is. We must move on, and we must, you know, accept like the situation, like things happen, you know. So yeah, anxiety can be caused by losing someone you love also, you know. Oh guys, I'm gonna be emotional. Let's not get deep into it. But yeah guys, just know I lost 2 sisters, and in the same year, in the same month, in 2 weeks time. So yeah, like I was saying, like dealing with anxiety, you must make sure like you put yourself first, like you talk with people, you like accept that you have an anxiety. Like don't avoid it, accept it. Like accept it, like, you know, like don't try to avoid it and feel like no, like you are okay. No, like if you have someone to talk to, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your colleague, your friend, you know, somebody you're close to, your boyfriend. Just like me, I always cry to my boyfriend. Yo, that man, like he's so annoyed. I would cry. Yo, I would cry so like a lot. I will ask him like, why did Lord take my sisters? Yo guys, I know about. So yeah guys, you can do a lot of things. Journaling, writing down your goals, it's a priority. And also sleep, guys. Make sleep a priority. Also, do not use like any, I don't recommend, if you have anxiety, you can use any medication, because I can feel like if you feel like those medication helped you, you're gonna be addicted on using them. If you didn't take that pill, you may feel like, no man, there's something that is not okay, and which is wrong, because you might be addicted to the anxiety pills, and which is very wrong. So I think you must know, you know, do some activities, go to swimming with your friends, go to the mall, just window shopping, guys. Even if you don't have the money, like doing window shopping, like for me, yo, it works. Doing window shopping, buying a pie and a can of Coke, yo, I may feel like, you know. So yeah, doing like something that will make you feel like it's a therapy for me. Also listening to music also helps, you know. I will listen to Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, you know, Beyonce, twerk all day long in the mirror, wear my short pants, you know, because it helps me to distract my mind. So, you know, do something that will help you, you know, like forget about what you are going through. I was also gonna say, like, at our age, it's not easy to tell, like, someone who is in my age to avoid alcohol and drugs when they are facing anxiety. Okay, it's not easy, but what I can say is sometimes I would buy a red wine, you know, and hold that glass, and I can feel like, you know, take a long bath, then pour my one glass, you know, look like I would look at the mirror, you know, motivate myself, write down my goals, like drinking that wine in J, being tipsy. It will make me feel like a lot better. It will make me feel like, you know, motivated. It will make me feel like, you know, I'm the girl I think I am. So also, you must not be like too much on alcohol when you're facing anxiety, because like it may be dangerous in terms of you may end up being addictive to alcohol, and you might lose concentration on your school, you might lose your job, you might be like a bad person, Jay, through your friends, like, you know. So I might advise you can be just tipsy, buy yourself a glass of wine, a beautiful champagne wine, you know, it's 0.2% alcohol. Just pour yourself into that glass and motivate yourself. That's what I can say. So yeah guys, yo kuningi, like I've just wrote so many things, but I'm trying to, like, you know, summarize them. So also the other thing that I've mentioned is like I've started a plan on my Bible. Like I started like there are 7 days plan, 21 days plan of fasting, psalms, you know, facing anxiety. Also you can search like that, like guys, I'll show you a video here like how good that Bible is. Like you can make what's this, a plan that will motivate you, anxiety, facing depression, you know, it will show you the verses, you know. Guys, you're like, it is the best thing ever. So I've just started like making those plans, reading the Bible. Yes, I do read it there and there, but then like starting the plans I've just started. But I think it was 6 months back. So yeah, you just search anything that you want to know about relationship, friendships, love, um like everything in general, like life in general, like those verses will motivate you. So at this point, because I want to like connect with God, so I remember I was reading a plan of 21 days of fasting. Yo, that plan was so deep, because like, okay, once in, okay, not once, I think twice or thrice I once fasted in my life, but I think it was one day fasting, or yeah, it was never more than a day of fasting. But right now I want to feel that, like, the spiritual connection with God, you know. I want to know him more. Even though I'm going through a lot, I want to know his purpose. I want to see his plans towards my life, you know, and I want to appreciate him for the little that he gives me. So yeah, guys, I will show you everything about the Bible, and the Bible that I'm using. Like, the most cases of suicides, it's from 15, I think, to 80. So if we can deal with mental health, because some of the people may act like as if they're okay, but deep down, or when they are alone, they're going through the most, and which is so unhealthy, and we end up losing this person. So I think facing anxiety, dealing with depression, like facing it, accepting it, that, you know what, at this point I'm facing anxiety and I'm gonna deal with it, instead of staying away from it. So when you are dealing with it, you're gonna deal with it using so many things, you know. Taking care of yourself, body care, self-care routine, skincare routine, massaging, meditation. Those things are so important, and also exercising. So yeah, guys, as I said, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a qualified practitioner, I'm not anything else, but I was just saying my point of view about anxiety, because I'm at my early 20s at this point, and I'm facing anxiety and I'm trying to deal with it. So guys, please try those things that I've mentioned, and if they help you, like, you know, let's like continue doing those routines. If you saw like, okay, now I've healed from anxiety, I'm living gym, I'm living eating healthy foods, I'm living reading the Bible, I'm living, like, as you saw, like, those things help you, be consistent with them, be consistent, like forever, so that you can be healed forever, you know. So yeah, guys, I think we are done. I don't know what else I'm forgetting, because I don't know, I feel like when I'm editing, and I'll be like, yo, I forgot to tell them and whatsoever, but yeah, I think for today's topic we are done. So guys, please comment down below if you want to see more of these videos. Like, let us connect with each other, communicate with each other, like talk about, you know, deep things, because it's the things that we experience in life, you know. So please comment down below, make them, you know, this topic like grow. Also follow me on my socials, on Carol Peace 124 on Instagram, like, so that you can ask me any question and I'll do a video responding on you guys. You know, like, let us be consistent on each other, you know. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video until this far. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Peace.